What's going on, everybody? It's your friend Will, and we are back with another Teamfight Tactics match this morning. We're playing in low diamond. We're diamond 4. It's patch 10.7, so we're in set 3 here, Galaxies. And we've got the Galaxy Pass. We've been unlocking some cosmetics. Got ourselves a little squink here. Very cute. I picked this one because it has one of the more obnoxious emotes that you can spam during the carousel, which we are loaded into now. It looks like we are in the Lilac Nebula. So everything we get to pick from here is going to be a 4 cost, which is changes the game quite a bit. I think I'm just going to try to take Jin. This one's a little weird. I find the Lilac Nebula always loads a little slow. I don't know if that's intentional to make it harder for people to position or not, but you can kind of... It's a little bit of a high roll nebula, but I think that there's 2 ways to play it. If you get a unit that's really good with a good item, you can try to hold on to it and make it a part of your end game composition. If you get a unit that's not so good, that can't carry, like a Soraka, or like in this case, that maybe is good but doesn't have an item that we can necessarily use on it, like this belt. The other option is to sell it early and try to go for early econ. So while other players might keep their unit and they're going to have that 4 gold advantage right later in the game, we can maybe sell this unit and leverage the 4 gold advantage to get early 10 gold, early 20 gold. And maybe play it like a lot more like set 2, where maybe we can get to Krugs with 40 or 50 gold instead of 30. But we don't have to decide yet, because right now 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're not in a position to make a income yet off of interest. Unless we would have hit like 3 gold here, right? Then we could have maybe sold this. But we hit 3 gold last time, pretty unlikely to hit gold again. Trap Claw is like not the worst item on Jin, so there's some consideration that we can keep it, and that could be the one defensive item we put on him instead of Guardian Angel. But I think I'm still leaning towards selling him here. You know, the downside of selling him is that we're going to be pretty priced into lose streaking, I think, because the other people who have kept their 4 costs are just going to be more inherently powerful than us. So we have 2 more items here. Yeah, so I think what I'm going to do is look to play... Well, I guess we'll stay open for now. But I'm just going to sell this. Buy Kaisa. Everything else here doesn't really fit what we're trying to do. We'll try to just do an early lose streak here. To help us, maybe we'll even put the rod on Kaisa now. Actually, you know what? That's a little premature, because if we end up in mechs, this rod could be used for a couple other items. So this person has red buff Jinx. They've got 2 blasters and 2 vanguards. They have a very, very strong early comp already. So if we want to play Mechs, Infiltrators, we probably want to keep these 2. These we don't care so much about. So I guess it's just a matter of, do we want to stay open to Brawlers? Let's do that. So we're at 10 gold already. You can see here's an opponent. Wow, so they've got an Aurelia with a full item. This is actually the first time I'm trying this selling your 4-cost unit early, because the last couple times I played this, I've really tried to stick with the 4 costs I took, try to turn it into a carry, even had a bad item, and I did not do well. It felt very difficult. So we have our 2 lose streak here. So now we're getting +1 gold a round. We lose again this round, very likely. And we can pick back up our pair that we sold before, just in case. It would be great to upgrade these, just to maybe stem the bleeding a tiny bit. This person has Jinx with red buff. This is the Aurelia we just played against. Wukong with a bow. This person's probably going to sell this later. I'm not sure what their plan with Wukong with a bow is. Alright, Fizz with tier. So this is kind of annoying that they're one-upping us on the Fizz here, because they've already got the Annie they need for their mech comp. Assuming they stay this way. But the tier doesn't really fit on the mech very well. And am I going to get lucky enough to get 1 kill here? Maybe. Maybe. Kha'Zix. Alright, so now we're in the realm of like taking reasonable losses. We get 2 bonus gold here from the loss streak plus the 1 income. And we get first pick on the wheel. So I think we're looking to take like an armor here. This 3 cost armor is pretty appealing. We want a defensive item for our mech. Usually you want to make Bramble Pelt, which is 2 armors, or you can also make, I've heard you can make red buff. I've never tried it, but I guess in theory the mech actually cleaves with its attack, so the red buff can go onto multiple things. But if you look at it, it's kind of like a cone. It doesn't seem like it's that consistent. But of course, the mech can take advantage of both the health and the armor, so not the worst. So yep, don't want that. We can stay open here. Jace is probably just better than Poppy. And again, we're going to keep ourselves open to being Brawler Blasters too. So let's scout again here real quick. Alright, so this person kept their Shogat there, trying to go Brawler Blasters. Here's a Kale comp. And is that a second Fizz comp? No, there can't be a second Fizz because there's would have only been 1 of the. Nice. What we don't want to do is accidentally win here. Wow. Kale's so weak. Let's see. Go off. Yes. Yes. Whew. So that's what we call a perfect loss. Every round you take damage, a flat round damage based on the, what do they call this? The round number. So in round number 2 here, stage 6, plus some amount of damage for each unit left on your opponent's board when you lose. So we took the flat around the damage of the round, which I think is like 4 damage, plus only 1 for the 1 surviving unit. So that was a great, great loss for us. We had to keep our loss streaks. Now we're getting 3 gold a round. So maybe we would be in a better position if we had sold that, if we had sold our unit right away, the Jin, and tried to get to 10 gold here, or in like 1-2. Alright, so we got 1 kill here again, that's good. So this is going to push us up to 43. Just going to be safe here. I always want to be cautious during this round. So I've found lose streaking if you stay at level 4, especially like this where we don't have a lot of upgraded damage dealing units. It is actually pretty easy to lose to Krugs. And we're probably not going to play the Blitzcranks. I think our game plan here is let's check in on the economy of the person who's going for Fizz. So we're ahead of them on gold. We're going to beat them to 50. And our game plan is just to start rolling before they get to. and try to soft cut them. This is a good start. I mean, this is probably just better. Or actually, this is probably just better. So with 58 here, we're going to spend our gold north of 50, maintain the maximum 5 interest per round, start leveling ourselves to 6, and we're going to look for, then we're going to start slow rolling at 6. This is, okay, I was going to say this is one where we might also accidentally win, but I think this Vel'Koz is going to do enough damage since our infiltrators didn't jump onto it. Alright, so we actually took a mech loss there, that sucks. Our units ended up a little split. But, you know, see here, we definitely could have maybe positioned better, or maybe if I had played this over the Blitzcrank, save ourselves some health. But we're at 50 gold, 60 health, which is good. Usually, when I try to play these lose streak strategies, you sometimes don't get to 50-ish gold until 50-ish health or even high 40s. So you really have to play it safe. We'll roll once here. We don't see any units we want. We're looking for Annie. We're looking for Fizz. We need to high roll a Fizz. We only have a 10% shot to hit a Fizz at level 6. We're looking for Shaco. We're looking for more Kaisa. So just trying to fill out the 3 mech units and the infiltrator units and any upgrades where we can get them. We're going to be first pick going to the carousel. This is a solid loss. We killed 2 units. So we're still north of 50 health, which is great. And this is the first turn where we're going to get to roll a decent amount. Nothing there. Nope. Alright, so we have Rumble. We want that. We're just going to do this for a little more gold. There's a Kaisa. We want that. We don't need another Kha'Zix. Alright. So there's Rumble 2. And this is where we stop, because we want to stay at 50. It's a little funny that we hit Rumble 2 before we hit Nanny, but that's sometimes how this is. We're only going to be spending 12 to 14 gold a round. This is pretty good. We snared the carry. A little unlucky though that the rest of our team walked away because of the way they grouped. So instead of them all hitting this, which I think we could have gotten a slightly better loss. So a tiny bit unlucky, but that's kind of the way this game works. Sometimes. Alright, so I think we want another armor here. We could also take this spatula, is huge for us. It's on a 4 cost, and it gives us the ability to... See, this is why we didn't want to use that rod, necessarily. As if we had done something like upgraded the rod into a Morellonomicon, now we wouldn't have it, but this lets us create the Demolitionist item on our Kaisa, which is really, really strong. The Demolitionist trait, when you have 2 of them, every time a Demolitionist casts their spell, it stuns everyone they hit for 1.5 seconds, and if you've been watching the way Kaisa's spell works, she shoots out all these little bullets at everybody. And look at this. So we hit here. Let's just go ahead and do this now. Demolitionist charge, and let's find... I'm not going to take this yet, as I need to find an Annie first. There's Kaisa 2, that's great. And I guess we'll stop here. So we don't have our Annie yet. Move him to the back line. Once we have our Annie, we can get rid of Blitzcrank. We're actually okay winning, I think, at this point. I would not mind hitting a win. is starting to turn the tide on this game. And I think, yeah, with demolitions now, we're going to start winning. A couple of forecasts there. They're still looking for Annie and Shaco. I'm going to forego the Rumble right now. Alright, so this gives us Infiltrators bonus. Or one more time. Nope. So does someone else have like Annie 3 already? I don't think so. I think we're just getting a little unlucky on the Annies. For instance, Annie 2. But there's like 18 Annies in the pool, so there's plenty more for us to hit. And we could actually... Oh, wow. They went like full weird items on their mech. This is not how I recommend building this thing. They might win here, but I think in the long game, they're not going to win with a mech like this. It's going to be too weak. And I'm not sure that the mech, the mana item is really bad on the mech. That's for sure. Alright, so we made our mech. This repositioning usually doesn't matter, but I just got in the habit of doing it in previous patches, so I'm going to do it here. Alright, we'll stop rolling. And we'll see what the Infiltrator round gives us. We're hoping for a cloak, so that we can use it with the glove to give a QSS to our mech. We're hoping for armor. Alright, 2 armors. So with the 2 armors, we can just go ahead and, yeah. We're just going to dump him on Rumble because he's level 2. We're just going to make 2 defensive items here. Save this glove for a cloak. And then we're going to look to get a cloak and then offensive items for Shaco on the next carousel. More Kaisas we do want. Alright, Fizz 2 is really good actually. So we're going to temporarily go below 50 here, but the Fizz 2 upgrade is really good. Anything that upgrades our mech now, the mech scales based on the star level of the units in it. So anything that upgrades our mech is huge for us. Yeah, and we actually just like plowed through that player who's trying to high roll protectors. Okay. A little weird that we're not finding the Annies, so I think the plan here is... Oh no, one more time. Soraka, so, or Kaisa. So if we win this round, I'll buy this Kaisa. I mean, actually, I'm just going to buy it either way. Given that we don't have a lot of offensive items here, I'm not that worried about 3-starring the Kaisa. This looks like a win for us. So this is good. We've snapped our loss streak. We're going in the right direction now. So at least as of right now, it looks like our strategy is paying off. I'm actually just going to push to 7 and then do a lot more slow rolling at 7 to try to get more Shakos. And hopefully the Annies, at least 2 more Annies will come then, and we just won't worry about 3-starring Annie this time around. But I think it's only really worth to roll at 6 a lot when you have more items that you want to put on the Kaisa too, because the other thing you're going to pick up a lot more of is Kaisas at level 6 and 7. And then 7 we can also look to put in Lux. Alright, this could be good. We're going to jump right onto the Jinx here. Give the old Stunneroo. They have a level 3. This is rare. I've never seen that, actually. Alright, a 3-star Malphite. Cool. That one looks close for a minute there. So we want cloak or sword. I'm just gonna go for cloak because it's on the higher cost unit, it's close to us, and allow that person to snatch the sword anyways. So QSS is a hugely important item here because one of the best counters to max late game is what's that item called? The one that like whirlwinds a unit. I'll think of the name in a second. I'm going to focus on rolling real quick here. Cool. So we put in Lux because we get the sorcerer bonus, 20% spell power to all units, not just other sorcerers. So that I think that like goes into the mech and maybe possibly 60% for each unit. And then all of our champions scale in some way with AP or spell power, so it's really valuable. So it's gonna be close. Oh, that was a great ult. If we hadn't gotten that ult off, I would say maybe we'd lose, but guess we can start taking Rumble since we stacked our items on him. If we do 3-star one of them, it would be great for it to be Rumble. Alright, we got too much stuff that we want here. So we're going to dip below 50 again momentarily. That's okay. Ooh, this will be a close one. Oh, wow. That ult was huge. This is looking like it's going to be a pretty classic Infiltrators game. So that's Shaco. Yeah, so now we're just hoping that the Pinata is really kind to us here. Let's see what this stuff drops. If we get another rod, we can put Emerald and Omicron on Kaisa, which will be really nice to get the burning effect onto the team in general. If we get swords and stuff. Another tier. This is the item that I was talking about, Zephyr. This is the one that whirlwinds an opposing unit, and more often than not, because our units are jumping, it would whirlwind the mech, which would then mean that the mech is like out of combat for the first 3 seconds, and our infiltrators get destroyed. But we did not get a lot of defensive items here, or offensive items. And we also have an odd number of items, which kind of sucks. It sucks because moving forward, we're probably only going to get full items off the carousel. So maybe I make like Hand of Justice on Shaco. I think I'm still strong enough here that I don't have to worry. Oh, this person has Annie 3, so this explains a little bit. We'll be lucky when we hit Annie 2. Also, they're doing worse than us here. So once they are eliminated, we can just spend our gold and try to get some upgrades. Yeah, because look, even though they have a Annie 3, they're getting crushed by us because they're the ones who made the bad items. Rumble 2. Yeah, alright, so we hit nothing, that's okay. We're kind of done with our comp anyways, there's not too much we can get. So if we go Hot Hand of Justice, plus 50% damage, I think that's good on Shaco. And then the question is, do we want Zephyr or do we want Declaw? I think we want Zephyr. I think I'm going to put Zephyr on Lux, and then we can move the Lux around and just have it be like a little Zephyr bot for us. The mech is just cranking. This is really the difference between good and bad items on the mech. Whereas, like, our friend Christzapi here is about to fall off. Oh, wait, is this the person? Did they sell? This is someone else who has a mech too. Okay, so they're doing okay. So a third person moved into mechs. That explains why we're having such a hard time finding stuff. Alright, so I said I wanted to do this. And I'm going to hold this just in case we do get like a random extra item. I'm not going to just toss it on something yet. I said 2. So this is the first place player. Let's see how this goes. Looks like we're gonna lose, but it's pretty close. This is one where we're gonna do a lot better against them when it's down to just 3 or 4 people left, and I can afford to scout and move the items around to try to. I'm just gonna take this GA and put it on Shaco. We can afford to scout and move the Lux around and try to get their Aurelia. So if we had moved Lux the other corner, Aurelia would have been spun out of that fight, and we would have had a lot more time, I think, to stabilize. So they're in this kind of Chronos variation. Interesting. So Shaco, another item for you, sir. Okay. That one person dropped off, so their items are up for grabs. Or their units are up for grabs again. I'm not going to try to go for Fizz 3, it's just too expensive. You only go for Fizz 3 if you're way ahead and you're memeing. Huge. The Shaco. Ooh, this is going to be a lot closer this time. All the true damage. Yeah, that was super close. If only we had slightly better items on the Shaco, that would have blown up the backline there. We can start spreading out our units though a little bit too. Let's see which way people are stacking, because actually we can only take like one more loss. This kind of sucks. We have to actually have to spin it down here. Alright, well. If you're going to force my hand. Alright, 3-star Shaco. That's 3-star Rumble. We have to survive this round. Looks like we will. I think we beat this person before. Yeah, we killed their carries. This should be easy. So we hit 3-star Shaco, 3-star Rumble, and 6 fizzes before we hit our 3rd Annie. This is not quite the usual. What are we going to do with this Force of Nature? I guess we are supposed to put in another Mystic. Or sorry, we're supposed to put in another Valkyrie. We could also put in a Dark Star. Since we do have a Shaco 3, we can just put in a 3rd Dark Star unit. Which I think is going to serve us better. I mean, we're kind of in. Oh, I forgot to buy that thing. Damn. Okay, so we do want this. Oh, this is probably better, Darkstar Mystic. So put the Force of Nature on you. Put you here. Buff the Karma. Where's our Annie? It's so bizarre. Oh, Shaco, go off, King. We're right in there on the edge of top 4 here. Andy 2. Alright, so I think we want this there. Oh yeah, we got him. Alright, let's see how this one goes. Let's see if we actually win when we get to spin there, carry. Yes. I love it when I have a called shot like that. Wow, actually we even knocked them out. So this is the power of this item right here. So who do we want to spin? The Jinx, we beat that person. The Mech. Let's try there. Oh, they shifted their mech around, I think. Where's it going to form? So we get the Shaco, which is actually pretty good. I'm happy there. Because now he's going to take his time walking to combat. Alright. Was that a... Oh, was that a ghost? Second place. Now this is the person we kind of like stomped before, didn't we? I guess we want Bloodthirster for Shaco. More damage for him. And we'll spin for upgrades here. Okay. Oh, they shifted everything around. Okay. So we're going to get the Ezreal here? Oh no, we got their tank. It's not awful, I guess. Wow, Lux just got a nice ult across the map there. This could be a W. Their all physical damage team really is not so good against how tanky our mech is. Almost Kai'Sa 3. Shoot. Oh, at least we're jumping onto the Jinx. Alright, so the Shaco GA goes off, drops aggro. Aggro shifts. Oh, ooh, it's gonna be super close now. Okay, got him. All right, nice win. I think we played that pretty well considering our start was a little rocky. We got a Jin that we didn't have a lot of use for, but we were able to sell it, take advantage of an early economy. We itemized better than our opponents did, even though our comp was contested, and we got plus 45 LP, which there, now you can see. So yeah, that was that. That is one of the reasons that Mech Infiltrators is considered a S tier comp. You can get into it and play it well, and even if it's a little bit contested, you can still win. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that, and we'll be back again later with another video as we continue to climb through Diamond. Thanks for watching.